that better? Okay. Hi guys, it's Catherine McLean here. I'm a little bit sweaty because I just went on a walk on this gorgeous day, and I just feel so inspired to come on and talk to you all about how you can transform your life. I get so many questions about this, so many questions about what it is exactly that I do. Um, and I really, really, really want you guys to understand that you actually have the power to change your life, that it's all within you. And I'm going to talk through what it is that I do, how you can step by step take action to change your life starting today, all on your own. And I will also outline what I do in this 90-day intensive program. If you do not want to change your life, if everything is perfect and you are completely at peace with yourself and you find balance every day and everything's wonderful, like, bless you. I'm so excited for you. And you probably don't need this course, but it's always nice to have a refresher. If you don't want to change at all and you do have challenges and issues and you're not willing to put in the work, then you can just stop watching because I don't want to waste your time. This type of work is energy work combined with mindset, and it is every single day work, like going to the gym. So I am a coach, I am a healer, and I guide you. I will help you through this, but you have to want to change and you have to make the commitment to do the work. So if you're ready to make the change, then keep listening and I will show you how you can do it on your own. And then if you want to sign up with me, you can. I'll tell you more about that towards the end. But let's just get through. Let me talk to you first about a few clients I've worked with and what their results are. So I'm going to read a couple of testimonials so that you can understand what type of transformations happen for people. Okay, so here's the first one. After having my daughter, I set out on a journey to heal my mindset to create a more fulfilling life. I've worked with several coaches, but realized there were a few blocks that I wasn't able to work through just by practicing new thoughts alone. I've always believed that our energy is a magnet attracting our lives and circumstances. However, it never crossed my mind to seek help to heal my energy. After one session with Catherine, I noticed an immediate difference. I felt untouchable, almost like the little things I would typically focus on throughout the day just didn't bother me anymore. We've continued to work together to keep my energy balanced, which I believe was the missing piece I was looking for on my journey. Catherine's sessions and her homework is something that I've loved adding into my self-care routine, and I feel like the best version of myself in this moment. I can't to see where our next sessions lead. So that's just one example. This is a new mom. She has her own business, and it's just been such a pleasure working with her and getting to know her. This is very vulnerable work that you guys are looking into right now, where you are really looking on the inside to find that power within you and sharing that with someone else and letting them help you. And we don't really do that a lot these days, right? Like, you look at social media and everyone's putting up what's perfect, but a lot of people aren't standing there and talking about, I have this issue, I need help with this. This is what I'm here to do. You are not alone, and you can get help, and you can have the life that you want. You can find peace, you can find that balance, you can create whatever it is you want. It may sound woo woo, but it actually is like magic. So, um, let me see here. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. Catherine is one of the most beautiful, compassionate, and sweet souls you will ever meet. She has a warm and soothing presence that immediately creates a sense of relaxation but feels restorative at the same time. She's an incredibly knowledgeable practitioner who uses various energy techniques to clear, balance, and align your energy. She intuitively guides you through meditations, intention setting, affirmations, and assesses your energy through the practice of Reiki and vibration sound healing. After your energy work, she recommends weekly goals and encourages self-reflection through thoughtful, challenging questions. Her awesome sense of humor, haha, that's me, makes the sessions fun on top of everything else. I never want her to leave. This is one of my clients that I go to her house, but 99% of my clients are virtual. In fact, some of my local clients have preferred being virtual because they can just lay in the comfort of their bed during the healing sessions. This says, I'm beyond grateful to have crossed paths with Catherine. And I am so beyond grateful to have crossed paths with all of my clients and all of you who are right here. There's a reason that you're here right now. There's something in your life that you want to change. And I'm here to tell you that you can. If I were to just say to you, we do energy clearing and affirmations, and I teach you how to change your mindset, you might say, oh, well, I've tried change my mindset before. I've tried working with this and I can't. So let me describe the process that I go through. So step one is an energy clearing. So let me tell you about energy. If you're not familiar with energy, it is actually all around us and within us at all times. Everything around me, the tables, the chairs, the lamps, me, we all are made of energy. It's constantly in motion and it can never be destroyed. It can only change form. The way that we operate is like a radio station. So imagine that your brain, the brain waves, are frequency waves like a radio station. And whatever frequency you are at is what you attract and create in your life. So I want you to think about that because that has so much to do with the mindset work that we do in changing your frequency. We first start out doing an energy healing with the energy centers in our body. I work a lot with chakras, which we can go through and talk through what the chakras, different chakras mean. I can see intuitively where the blocks are in our energy sessions. It's really cool because my clients will always see or feel the same thing. The other day, I had a client who had a blockage in her heart chakra right here. And as I was clearing it afterwards, I said, there was a block. She said, oh, I felt this heaviness in my chest during the session. And now I feel so free and clear. I had one client virtual. So this is crazy. It just blows my mind every time that this stuff, like the way that energy works really is so magical. So I had a proxy, I had, laid down to do the virtual session. And I felt this massive pulsing in my hand when I was on the person's stomach, and they had felt the same thing and they'd seen the same colors that I saw. So energy and frequency is real. The energy centers in our body are real. Our main energy centers, our main chakras do carry blocks. And when we are blocked, no matter how much we change our mindset, we are not going to fully connect to our highest self because it's not flowing properly. So what I do is I combine the energy work with the mindset work and the life coaching. So specific situations in your life, and we create real results. So we're not just clearing energy and hoping you feel better. We are creating energy releases from your body so that you are free and clear to set your intentions and set your goals and know that these are your true goals from your heart, not what anyone else wants you to have as a goal, what you want, because everyone was put here for a purpose. Any goals that you have, we set the intention after the energy clearing. And what happens is you find this inner peace and you will feel so peaceful. In fact, I had a client the other day say to me, I have tried yoga, I have tried meditation, I have gone to the spa. I have never felt such complete peacefulness within until I did this session with you. And that's what we want to get to. Our highest emotion is that peaceful self. It's not like, woo, crazy excited. Nobody can maintain that. We do want to try to maintain a clear, connected space to our highest self, a clear center. We want our energy centers clear so that we can operate efficiently. And you'll notice too, which I'm sure you guys have seen, when you are crazy and your mind is filled with stuff and you're, like I have this to go on, like I have to drive to sports. I have to make dinner. I have to go to work. I have all these meetings. I have this going on. I've got laundry to do. I have dishes and blah, 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 blah. You get so jumbled up. You've got blocks in here. Nothing's flowing properly. And things take 3 times as long, 4 times as long to get anything done because everything is just so jumbled. The energy is not clear. But I'm sure you've also noticed in your life when things are going really great, like imagine being, I don't know, in an office. There's a task that you put off, put off, put off, you didn't really want to do. You gave it some time. Then all of a sudden, you get this inspiration and you're like, oh, I'm going to do it. You sit down, it takes 5 minutes. Whereas, had you forced it in a time where you weren't feeling inspired, you probably would have taken you 5 hours. That's just an example. So, number one, energy clearing. So, I will do this in our program, but I'm also going to teach you and provide you visualizations and guided recordings to help you learn how to do this on your own. So, after our 90 days together, you can still access these recordings. You can help clear your energy. You're going to have the tools and the tips to be able to keep yourself aligned. Of course, I'm always here for help, but I want you guys to learn how to do this because we all have the power within us. So, once we clear the energy and we have set our true goals, what we're going to do is we're going to break them down into little wins. We want to create wins connected to that goal so that we can actually have measurable, achievable results. And the reason that we do this is because it's so exciting. So we want to basically rewire the neurons in our brain. So when we can create these little wins that are attached to our larger goal, we will start building up evidence that we can create, that we are powerful, that this actually works. And then you will start taking bolder actions. You will start feeling more confident. You will start seeing more positive things in your life because you're going to start changing the frequency that you're on, changing the neurons in your brain. This is about rewiring to find inner peace and be your best self. It is so exciting. And I just wish that everyone would go through it. And I wish there were like millions of me who could do this for everyone because we should all be feeling our greatest and we should all feel this massive like abundance within us that like we can literally create or be anything. I will tell you that I was not always this happy. I went through a period of time where I was so depressed. I didn't understand my purpose. There are things that I wanted. I didn't know how to get them. I felt like a loser. I really, really struggled with being social because um, I felt that I didn't measure up to the people around me. And I also felt like people had these expectations where I should be super successful, but I wasn't. And I felt like the least successful person of all the people that I knew. Why can't I get there? I don't understand. I read The Secret when it came out, and I was writing myself these big checks, and I was getting myself into worse and worse financial trouble. And it went on for years and years and years. And I was so desperate that I kept studying this and getting certifications and finally started clicking for me. And it's absolutely incredible that we are actually all connected. And I started to see like all these little sayings, like, oh my gosh, that's what that means. Like, just can't think of one off the top of my head, but if I do, I'll say it. But like little sayings that people say that have just kind of gone throughout time. And you're like, oh my gosh, I get it. Like, that's what that means, right? You look at the history of religion, you look at all of the history of mythical creatures and God and really any religion, and it all points to the same thing. It all points to a higher power, to a source energy, whatever you want to call it, whatever religion you are, whether you're non religious or you're religious, there is a higher source power that lives within each of us, and we are all connected to it. It is within us right now. You can create anything you want, you can be anything you want. If you don't believe it, if you're not willing to put in the work to figure it out and discover this magic for yourself, then you can stop watching. if you want to discover the magic that you can create within you, then keep watching and we'll keep going through the steps. I just get so passionate about this. It's so exciting. So we break your goals down into wins. We can track your progress. You can have measurable results along the way. And we're going to rewire your subconscious and see evidence. I'm also going to, so sorry, back up for a second. When we create more confidence and take the bolder actions, then we are actually, the other thing I wanted to say about this, and I'm so tongue tied, that you are creating a more choice driven life rather than a circumstantial life. So, what I mean by that is everything around us is what we have created by our frequency and what we have drawn into our life. Literally, everything around you, your circumstances, you have created. That is a hard pill for some people to swallow. But when you can get over that and you see the potential, you're going to be so freaking excited and you're not even going to believe it. You're just going to be bursting. At first, it's really hard. You're like, oh, I didn't create this. That person's a jerk. I didn't do that. They did this against me. Blah, blah, blah. Stop. We don't do that anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. Nothing is anyone's fault. We're not blaming anyone. We're going to be the masters of our life and the creators of our life. So you are going to have a choice driven life where you are choosing the things that are around you rather than a circumstantial based life where you are reacting to things happening around you that you don't even realize you're creating through your subconscious. So part of this process and creating the wins and clearing the energy are going to be talking through things going on in your life, different situations, and really specifically breaking them down so that we can start really going through what these stories are. So in our life, we create these paradigms or stories that we keep in our head. And sometimes they are so deeply subconscious that we don't even know it's a story because it becomes so true to us. It could be something so simple as I have to make X amount of money before I can buy this house. It seems logical to say something like that, but these are all circumstances and stories that we are creating around something. And it's actually none of it's true. You can actually create anything and you'll see like how does the world transform and evolve? It's these people who are connecting to their highest self, taking the bold action, showing people the impossible. You see stories about the impossible every day. You can create it. And I'm not saying that you have to go out and create the impossible. Maybe you just want peace in your life. Maybe that's all you want right now. And that's great because we can get there and everyone deserves to have that. Everyone. You deserve to find that peace. You do not need to live in a stressed out life with anxiety. And the fun part is this, if you are a mom with kids watching this, I have actually I used to be a really bad yeller. I'm gonna say, like, triggered so easily all the time, like yelled all the time at my kids. And I don't do that anymore. And I have three boys, and we are so into our creation of our existence around us, our attitudes, how we're talking about things. I mean, sometimes at this point I'll say, oh, I'm so sorry. And my littlest one will say, Mommy, please don't, I don't want you to think like that. Don't think about being sorry. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like he's picking up on these little things, like these little negative comments instead of me saying something like, oh, well, next time I'd like to do this instead, right? Like turning it around. So it's about turning around the way that we're talking to ourselves in our mind, the way we're interacting with people. We need to figure out where those stories are coming from in your mind, which I will help you do. If you know how to do that yourself and you can figure it out, like amazing. I will help you break those down, starting by looking at the circumstances in your life and trying to figure out what stories you're telling yourself so that we can become aware of them, because that is the first thing, is that awareness of that feeling, of that circumstance, so that we can start changing that story. And so the other thing that we will do so that you can do this beyond the 90-day program is I will teach you certain exercises about clearing your energy. We'll have, like I mentioned before, guided visualizations, some meditations that you can do. I have books that you can read. There's a lot that you can do, and it doesn't matter what goal you have, guys. Like it could just be, it could be motherhood, it could be business, it could be you're starting your own business, it could be a fitness goal, whatever it is that you have a challenge achieving right now. If it's just to find that inner peace and balance, that's a big one too. Any of that, we can use this energy and mindset work to change your circumstance and change your life. So if you want to put in the work and you're willing to do it daily, this is like getting up and going to the gym. You have to want to change your life. You have to want to have a creator based life. This is, once you realize the power you have within you, it's going to change everything. And you're going to want to pass that to everyone around you. And the more we have of that in this world, the more beautiful of a place it will be. And we'll be so happy together. That really, this is very, 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 in my mind, it's very magical. It's so incredible to me, the connection that we have to each other from the source energy that we're all connected to, the, you know, and what's also amazing is the amount of negative self-talk that we do to ourselves every single day that a lot of us don't even realize. The limitations we put on ourselves, the stories we say about ourselves, the mean things we say to ourselves, that we don't like certain things about our body, we don't like our skin, we don't like our house, we don't, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, it's not true. And I just want to say that to you right now. And I am sending so much love to you. And I would love to work with you if you want to do the work, but seriously, only if you want to do the work. So let's recap again. The process is we do the energy clearing. After we've cleared the energy, we set our goals. We set our goals, we set little wins that are measurable and achievable that we can track to our goal. And that is creating the evidence to rewire the neurons in our brain so that we can start thinking and working from a different, higher frequency and attracting the things we want into our life. We are also going to go through visualizations. I'll give you customized affirmations. So in the 90 days, we'll have about 6 energy sessions together. We'll have some one-on-one coaching sessions. You'll have access to email me with questions. You'll have daily homework that you must do. And if you are interested in going on this journey with me, you can click the link below right now. You can set up a call with me. Follow me on Instagram. I'll put a ton of videos up there, put something up every day. But definitely click to set up a call with me. But seriously, don't do it unless you are really committed to making the change. I really want to help people, but you have to want to do the work. And I'm so excited to share all of this with you guys. And I think, I feel like I have so much more to say, but I hope that this gives you a clear window into the process that I'm going to go through with you. And again, I realize this is a very vulnerable process. You open up your heart and your soul, and I treat you gently and with care. And all I want is for you to get to the point where you want to be. We are all creators. We are all put on this earth for a specific purpose. And I cannot wait to see where this journey takes you. So again, click the link below to set up a call with me. Follow me on Instagram. I just cannot wait to hear from you, and I can't wait to work with you. Okay. And love and light. Kisses. Bye.